gets a fair start. And it is Raymond Stewart with a start. It is Ben Johnson with a start. Can Carl catch him? No! It's Ben Johnson! Ben Johnson does it again! Unbelievable! 9-7-9!
Absolutely incredible! What a start! That was the best start of Ben Johnson's life.
Wind 1.1. That's legal. Here's the start.
Ben Johnson gets another incredible start. That's the only word you can use for his race. It was perfect. That probably is the best 100 meters ever run, technically, start to finish. Before, we were always worried about how he finished. We never worried about his start. Well, standard, perfect start for Ben Johnson. Up, away, but he is just away from everybody. The race is over right here. From 50 meters in, he still keeps going. At the start, you can see him jump up. He's at full speed, so much quicker than anyone else in the race. And now he's just down the track. We were worried, not about here. We knew he'd be ahead here, but not so far. Look how far ahead he is. He's got 3 meters on Carl Lewis, and I think Carl could see him at this point. Then from 50 meters on in, I think in the heats he was pulling back intentionally because he had another gear there that we have not seen. Even last year we did not see this when he set the world record. He just kept accelerating all the way through the tape, which he's never done before. This is the best 100 meters I have ever seen.
And now isolate on Carl Lewis.
Carl had a good start. He didn't have a great start, but Carl never starts that well. He's out even, and that's all he can hope for. Linford Christie on his right, who eventually finishes third. But Carl is running well, but he's waiting for that 50 meters to really... Look, he looked over. He looked. He saw he didn't see Ben. He knew he was there. You could see that turn of the head. Gets to 50. He looks at him again. Gets to 50 meters. Really starts to accelerate. Right here, I think. Look, he looked again and then saw he really had to try to catch him, but knew it was too late. 3 looks in that race by Carl Lewis.
As you take a look at the head-on shot, realize what you are watching. Possibly the greatest field ever assembled for the finals of an Olympics.
Absolutely.
Blown wide open by Ben Johnson, and for the first time in history, 4 men under 10 seconds.
There's Carl's first look. Goes down a little bit. Second look. Goes down. Third look. He knows it's gone.
What was so impressive about this race also in Rome when Ben Johnson set the world record there, and you can see it here. There's the start. You notice over in lane 2, the Raymond Stewart also got a good start, but that was the last time you saw him because all eyes then went to Ben Johnson, to Cy Williams as he did the semifinals. Also with a good start, just showing you the great start that Ben Johnson had. But they could not close any of the gap on him at all. Once that the margin was set, it stayed, and possibly he gained just a little, so he did not slow down at all in the last 20 meters of the race.
Ben is up. Carl is up. Running well again, but just not as well as he was in the heats or the semifinal. He really wasn't. He was even with everyone. And then when he wants to go to the other gear, he expects to pass everybody. Well, he pulls away, but this is where you start to strain. You see, you're too far behind. You start to strain. You never catch up.
And Brian Gumbel, it was all that it was supposed to be. Let's take a look at the results right before we come outside to you. At 9.79, a new world record. Lewis a 9.92, Linford Christie a 9.97. And the 9.92, of course, as I mentioned, is a new American record. Calvin Smith with a 9.99.